Today, we'll be looking at some advanced English expressions. These are very commonly used in day-to-day English, and they're very commonly misunderstood. So it's important that you learn them. And the best way to learn them is by you creating examples, your own examples of these expressions. Write them on a piece of paper or put them in the comments and I'll see them. Okay, for many years, people have told me, oh my god, you haven't read Harry Potter, but you've seen the movies? Don't you know there is so much in the books? It's not in the movies. You really have to read the books. Yeah, I know, I'm just rubbish. One day I'll read them. And for years, I have had the intention of reading Harry Potter. Finally, today, I'm happy to announce, I bought the first book. I know. So, when you have the intention of doing something and then you finally do it, we have an expression for that. For me, in my case, I had the intention for a very long time to read Harry Potter. Now I finally do it. I will say I'm finally getting around or getting round to reading Harry Potter. Notice the grammar. Reading. So that verb, whatever you do, must have the ing form. Just remember that. Is this always in present continuous? No. Do you need the finally? No. Let me give you examples. Just a standard past tense sentence. I got around to reading Harry Potter. You know what? I had some time last weekend and I got round to reading Harry Potter. Okay, how about a negative sentence? If you're like me, I buy a book and then for months, I don't read it. It just sits on my shelf. So maybe after a few months, someone asks me, oh my god, have you finished the Harry Potter books yet? The bit where the thing happens and the guy comes in and then, whoa. No. I haven't got round to starting it yet. No spoilers. No. So we can see in a negative sentence, I haven't got round or around, both are fine, to starting. Remember to put the ing with the verb and you're good. Also, a study tip. When you're making your own examples of these expressions, it really helps with memorization if your example is funny, scary, or emotional in some way. So make your example more memorable. When your friend comes to you and they're crying, oh my god, I just broke up with my boyfriend, everything is terrible. As a good friend, you might ask this question. Oh my god, how come? These two words seem very unrelated, but together, what do you think they mean? Look at the context, that's the best way. Of course, it means, why did that happen? Or how did that happen? Another example could be, it's Friday night, it's about 10:30, you're out with your friends, and you're thinking, this is so boring, I really want to go home. So you tell your friends, I'm going home. Oh my god, it's 10:30, how come you're leaving? Because I'm sleepy and drinks are expensive. This is me every time I go out. So just remember that how come means how or why did this happen, or how or why is this happening? So you can change the tense. When we talk about going somewhere, it is super common for us to say it in this way. As a verb, to head. Now we add a preposition after this. So let's have a look at different examples. This guy is leaving. When we leave a place, we say, I'm heading off. To head off means to leave or go home, usually. This guy is simply leaving the house. So he will say, I'm heading out. Where are you going? To the shop, to the cinema. It doesn't matter. Outside your house, you're heading out. We can expand this to be more specific. I'm heading out to see a friend. Very common expression. This guy, he wants to enter the cool club. How can we say enter? Guess the preposition, you probably know it. Let's head in. That preposition in with head means to enter a place. So just remember, it's the verb head with a preposition. And the preposition determines whether you're entering a place, leaving your house, or you're just going home, or you're leaving in general. When you have an opportunity to do something, or when you are finally able to do something, then we have an expression for that. For example, it's been a difficult week. You worked a lot this week. You've been super busy. You got no sleep. You're very tired. But this weekend, I have the opportunity to sleep. I can sleep. I'm finally able to sleep. How can he say that? This weekend, I get to sleep lots. I have no responsibilities. My work is finished. So this expression, get to do something. You have that opportunity to do the thing. Grammatically, get to plus infinitive. So that verb, that won't change. Let's look at another example of this. She's saying, last year I went to Spain with my class. That's fine, that's a good sentence. But she wants to add emphasis to this special event that she had the opportunity for. Last year, I got to go to Spain with my class. She's adding emphasis, saying that this is not the usual case. I had a special opportunity. I was able to go to Spain with my class. It was special. You can talk about special opportunities that you have or that you had in your life. So, for example, for me, in London, I get to meet lots of different people from lots of different places. In other cities, that's not possible. So again, it's this contrasting idea of what usually happens with this special opportunity. How does this expression work as a question or in a negative sentence? Let's have a look. For example, your friend is talking about a trip that they had. Oh my God, last year I went to London just for 2 days though. Whoa, did you get to see Camden? Get to. She's asking, did you have the opportunity to see Camden? And his reply is a negative sentence. No, I didn't get to see anything fun. I didn't have the opportunity. I didn't have time, for example. Manage to is our last expression, and in some cases it has a very similar feeling to get to. In some contexts it means the same thing. However, it is different. To be more specific, it means something is very difficult, but you're successful in doing it. For example, it smells so good. I bought this today. I'm a very slow reader. It takes me a long time to finish a book because my attention span is, oh, a squirrel. So, for example, if I finish this in 1 day, that's very unusual and for me, kind of difficult. So, how would I say that? I managed to finish the book in 1 day. Look at the verb here. We've got infinitive again. It's quite common after to have an infinitive verb. So that, just remember, that won't change. And again, it just means it was difficult or unusual to happen, but I did it. I was successful. How do we use this in a negative? Let's imagine that this guy, he really wants to see Beyonce in concert. So he tries to buy tickets. But of course, Beyonce tickets are very popular. And he was too late to get a ticket. So he will say, I didn't manage to get a ticket to see Beyonce. It's very sad. Again, he says manage to put that emphasis to say, it's difficult. It's difficult and I did do it. It's difficult and I did not do it. So I hope you managed to learn all of today's expressions. Don't worry if not. One day you will get round to learning them, remembering them, and one day you'll even get to use them in conversation. And when that day comes, make sure you head to London so I can ask you, how come you're so awesome? See you in the next class. Thanks for watching. If you liked that lesson, you want to see more, click subscribe and click the bell so you get notifications and never miss a class again. I'm also on social media. I've got my Instagram, Facebook and Twitter. See you in the next class.